Hello, Facebook family and friends. How's everybody doing? How's everybody going? What's good, YouTube family? You know, listen, I come to y'all and I try to bring a serious message across so we can actually get a grip on this black on black crime, all this hatred and disrespect with the youth, and so forth. So I know it's probably mentioned before, right? But during my podcast, I have this thing called voluntary venting, and I do it on Facebook Live, and sometimes I actually do pre-recorded and send it to YouTube. And we talks about everything. Voluntary venting is just an open discussion or whatever. It's not a debate. You know what I'm saying? It's not to sit there and bash anybody or whatsoever. It's just to sit there, talk about what's on your mind. So the day on my mind is, how the youth is, because me and my son, we had a conversation, and he said something about, he made an analysis about, projects. People don't own the projects, but they fight over them. And I wanted to correct them and tell them, nah, it's not the project because the government own the projects, right? It's the blocks that they talking about, people talking about their blocks. And don't have no real estate on that block. Don't own no property or nothing. You have young guys today that makes the mortuary rich. The flower people rich. The t-shirt man getting rich. Um, Everybody getting rich besides them. And I'm say that to say this is that you get over there, you kill over a block, then you got that family paying for a funeral. $8, $9, $10,000. Then you got your homeboys sitting there buying all this rest in peace stuff, making posters big as their living room. Um, you got the family decorating the child as if he's going out like a superstar or he's a star, putting all his effort into a dead man because he's gone now, then putting the effort to keeping him alive and taking what y'all got now to make it better. They're backwards. There was a time it was said that, the gangs was fighting over colors. Now we know that they call handkerchiefs, or not gonna say handkerchief, it's a little smaller, scarf. How we used to call a scarf or a hanky or whatever. They call them the flags, and like I said, I don't knock no gang members or nobody whatsoever. What I'm saying is that there's thousands and thousands of gang members with red, blue, and yellow, and you're seeing with the bandanas that they take and go spend money on. And the person who made that got rich. They own those bandanas. They have every color in there, of those bandanas that, they going to get, and because a different color or you from a different set or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they're killing you. Well, somehow, somewhat, I guess that sees down because you don't hear too many people getting killed over colors anymore. But you hear people getting killed over territory, blocks. And you don't own those blocks. Remember that. Your name is not Bayview, Wilkerson, Myrtle, and Franklin Place. Those not your blocks. Those blocks belong to the city. They belong to the government. And it sadly say that somebody that just might say, oh, my name is Myrtle. Yeah, that's my block right there. Technically, that's my block. No, you and that block has the same name. That's not your block. But you're fighting over these things. Y'all killing one another over something that, have no value. Because you don't own no property. Master P said it the best. On that block, you have no value. Because you don't own property or nothing. You don't have no real estate on that block at all. But you claiming it. You're sitting right there claiming a block, and it's not yours. You die today or tomorrow, that block still stay the same. Because, ask yourself, if Little Man got killed on Orient, and that was his block, he dead, the block should be dead, right? The name should be changed. Because somebody else going to come up there and put his name up there. Orient is no longer Orient now, it's Little Man, if that was his block. And I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just trying to make something clear, like we're doing senseless killing. I had a young lady speak to me about some Jordan sneakers. Right? This is the mentality as we, as a black community or a black nation, has. Jordan comes out with a different pair of sneakers, I guess, every 3 months or shit like that or whatever. And people stands in line to get them for $500. Damn. That's somebody's rent. Somebody bills. Whatever. But the sad part, speaking to a young lady, you can buy your son some sneakers, yourself some sneakers, and hell damn, you're going to buy your boyfriend a pair of sneakers as well. But you don't own where you live at. You're renting. So if the sneakers are $300 and $400 and you done bought 2 pairs for you and your son, that's $800. That's your bills gone. But then you turn around and look for someone, or looking for someone to help you, far as getting a man to help you with your bills, and then say, you know what I'm saying, you have high expectations, or your taste is high, or you become in a jam because you done went out and spent $800 on 2 pairs of sneakers and not thinking about educating your son. The only thing you're doing is giving him a gateway to hell. Instead of teaching your son how to run an operation of making these sneakers, you're teaching your son how to buy these sneakers. You sitting there making little to nothing, and you spending more than what you're making. Young men can't be fathers because they don't know how to be fathers. They grown. Their backbone is weak because, you know, they relying on the system. Now, I say that to say this. If you all just really sit down in a group in one big ass circle and say to yourself, what can we do to make an upcoming or better our life? All of y'all be on the same page. And if all of y'all sit there from wherever set you're at and drop $1 in the pot, by the time each one of y'all drop $20 in that pot, y'all have enough to buy some property. And just $20 got y'all that. And then you can grow from there and actually buy your kids the Jordan sneakers and teach them values at the same time. My hat goes off to the guy who came up with nothing but wanted something, because, or the young lady, because that's the guy who's going to teach his kids values. Or that's the parent who's going to teach their kids values. Or a guy who fell short and realized his shortcomings, that he's not going to do these mistakes no more, and cleaned up his act. That's the guy who I respect. That's the gangsters to me. I want to say this in closing. Martin Luther King in Georgia City years ago was once owned by the Jews. They begin to leave because blacks start to come in, and they say, as we would say, they go to neighborhood. Proven fact, they go to neighborhood. Now they're coming back. Can you be mad at them because they have an organized mind? Them Jews cannot get along with one another, but you will never know it. But they have an organized mind to sit there and walk with a nice piece of change and buy houses right up from under your noses, and then y'all start getting mad. Guess what? Y'all made the block value go the fuck down, but your ass is not smart enough to start buying up the property while the value of the block went down. No, you make it even worse. You fuck up that block, and then once the Jews or anybody other than yourself come and captivate that area and then start putting protection, because I stuck again to the Jews. They have their own ambulance. Y'all don't ride in the fucking ambulance truck with the Jews. The Spanish don't ride in the ambulance truck with the Jews, nor the whites ride in the fucking truck with the Jews. They have their own police, in their community. They have their own hospital. You motherfuckers who think y'all doing something and got something and thinking y'all organized, y'all need to double check yourself, because y'all nowhere near organized. But y'all organize a murder, and then ask yourself, 8 motherfuckers go to jail off of one murder and get damn near the same charge. Wow, something wrong. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? You're getting mad. So when you knock the value of your block down, then they come and sweep it up from under you. So they wait for you to move down to the next block, and so forth and so forth. Because they got their peoples in. in position. See, they people's in position to take over from you. Because you're not trying to take over. You're trying to do what you think you do best by out there hustling and killing a motherfucker. Because I don't know, honestly, I got a house and my block the block that I live on, because it's not my block. Like to say, the block that I live on, in the area I live on, become a high rate in crime. They come and offer me a little more money than what I pay for the house. I'm selling it and I'm gone. Because I want my kids to be in a better position, or if I don't have kids, I want to be in a better position. But once they get it right, you can best believe your ass will be gone. Just think about what I'm saying. Hopefully, one day that y'all will wake up, make it never too late. You know what I'm saying? I hope it ain't too late. That y'all will wake up and see, y'all will wake up and see that, you know, y'all can make a change if you put your mind to it. Like, how much more blood got to be shed before you realize that it was senseless blood being shed? Before you realize that you didn't really have to kill what's her name? Before you realize that, you know, instead of shedding blood, I could be shedding coins and dollars and buildings. And we talk about that all the time. I'm quite sure y'all sit in y'all little positions and, man, I wish we could have owned this. Or, damn, man, you a badass rapper, man. You make it. One day you're going to make it, man. If you do make it, you ain't bringing your motherfucking ass, because guess what? Somebody going to get in his ear and teach him. And if you make it, your ass is done. But right then and then, y'all can make it. But don't want to make it. But you're getting mad at the Jews. You're getting mad at the Arabs and stuff like that, where people's coming in, organized and taking. Oh, man, I told you, man, we could have got together and got that fucking building. Bro. But you didn't. Young ladies, again, stop having babies from young men and then, you know, downgrading them, saying they ain't shit. I said in my post, again, you know, people come into your life already knowing what they're going to do to you. Scary part is, you already know. So stop downgrading the man. And brothers, stop downgrading the sisters. Oh, that B was an S. Well, if she wasn't that, then why did you lay down with her? And sister, if the man's wasn't good enough for you, why you bring a baby into this world knowing that you and the father's going to have conflict and that baby got to suffer? So y'all understand the fact that, you know, it's time, as Spike Lee said, wake up. It's time to make a change. You know, and this preaching been going on for life. We have to stand up for something, because y'all falling to the wayside. We are now the big papa and the big mama of the generation coming up. Anybody over 50 are the big papas now, are the big mamas. Who's trying to set a way for y'all. But we can't do it by ourselves. And with that being said and done, love y'all. Hope to see y'all again. Like and subscribe and share. Talk to you soon.